Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna take the time to show people who don't know how to use OBS how to set it up quickly. Most of the settings and everything in OBS, once you open it, are pretty much good to go. There's just like a couple things you might need to change, so we'll just go over those, and I'm only going to show you how to do a window. If you need any more information on how to use OBS, there are plenty of tutorials, and I can also help you if you just message me. I can help you through it. So if you want to download it, just go to Google, type in OBS Studio, and just make sure you go to obsproject.com, and I'll click on it. I'm not going to download it, but yeah, so if you have Windows, download Windows, or Linux, Mac, yeah, the normal thing. And then once you've installed it, you're going to open it. And since I already am using OBS, I'm gonna have to open a new one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I have it where it automatically minimizes to my system tray. It won't do that for you. It should pop up like this. So this is pretty much the general look of it. Your sources and your sections down here might be in a little bit different order from default. If you want to move them around, you can simply click on them and hold it down, and you can drag them, and you'll see how where they're going to go. They will highlight. It's pretty straightforward. The more you use it, the more used to it you'll get. So settings, or file settings, I'm gonna show you how to choose where your files go, or your videos go when you've recorded them. Now there will be a default one, and it's really easy to find. You don't even have to necessarily do this if you don't want to. Just if you do, like, you're really organized and you want to know where your recordings are going, you're gonna go to output, and under recording, just right here is where you'll put your file location. I have mine right, let me pull up my folders. Okay, so I have mine where they automatically go in my general videos folder. Now these are all my subfolders that I have in my videos because of all the puzzle clips and everything I do for the YouTube channel. So we'll go ahead and that's where it should go automatically for you, is your videos file. Now if you have trouble finding it, you can just click Files, Show Recordings, and it'll show your most recent recordings. See? It'll just bring you straight to, for me, it's one of my subfolders I have. Now to create a scene, or here, let's finish the settings real quick. Okay, so under output, make sure you have it where the recording format's MKV, and go ahead and enable replay buffer even if you're not going to use it. It's just a shortcut to record 30-second or a fixed amount of time for recording. Now if you just want to record 30 seconds or a minute, you can just hit your bind that you have set, that you can do on hotkeys tab. Pretty straightforward on that. If you want to change your resolution, that's going to be under video, settings, and then video. I usually do 1280 or 2K, which would be 1920 and 1080. Just make sure you're doing 30 FPS for Puzzle Pirates. I've noticed it's the best. And then 16-bit sample. Let's see. So under advanced, you'll have to play around with this, but you can have it where it automatically generates certain text. Now if you if you just click, yeah, okay. See how it shows, if I type in those letters and symbols, it'll give me a certain amount or certain type of name formatting. I use it for not that much, I just use it for the date pretty much. Most of these settings should already be set by default. so I wouldn't worry too much about it unless you're having issues. Your audio, if you're aware, just make sure that if you're aware of your computer's audio state and all its drives and everything, then you probably don't need any help on this. But if you're not, just make sure that your monitoring device is the right one. Now, default should be fine. It's going to pick whatever your system default is, so it's whatever you're probably using at the time. And then once you have all your settings done, you're going to come back over here. Just pretend all of this isn't there. All right, just because it's going to be blank for you. The only thing you're going to have is the main folder by default. So under sources, you just want to click either the plus sign down here, or you can right click and hit add. For Puzzle Pirates, if you just wanted to share just the window, you can click on window capture and then name it if you want to name it. And it'll see it's only letting me pick OBS. That's fine. You can, this helps me. Automatic should work for you, but if you have any issues, just come down here, come back to your, recreate the source and click on Windows 10, 1903 and up. I'm not going to actually create this because I already have one up. I think, yeah, right here. Okay. So let me pull this up. Okay. Sorry, I got a bunch of windows going. So if you look, I have Puzzle Pirates up right now. Now, one thing you might have issues with when you create a new source is your window might not be centered and your border might not be perfectly lined up. Simply to fix that, all you have to do is right click on the recording screen inside OBS, come down to transform, and then stretch to screen. That simple. It should fix it every time for you. If it doesn't, you can also try fit to screen or center to screen. You can try all of these, but stretch to screen should work perfectly fine for you. And then the other thing you need to do to set up if you want to record Puzzle Pirates is your audio. Now, if you're not going to use your mic, don't worry about it. But if you are, you're going to want to do an audio input. And it's just like setting up anything else in any other program. You're just going to create it, name it if you want, and then click your source. For that one, you want to pick your microphone, whatever your default microphone is. So I'm not going to keep it, but then you want to, for sound, for your output, if you want people to be able to hear Puzzle Pirates or anything else, you're going to want to do audio output. And then, again, you can name it. And then just like before, just like the microphone, you're going to click, you're going to want to click your computer's default, whatever is used the most, and that should work for you. Yeah, if you have any issues, just let me know, because you probably will have issues with your sound if you're using multiple different programs at the same time. But there's ways to get through that. I'm not going to list all that in this tutorial. This is simply just to get people started into Puzzle Pirates if they want to record something. Just when you want to record something, after you have all these settings up and you have your sources set and your sound set, if you want to use it, just make sure that the one you're recording is up here at the top. Now, I don't want, just make sure it's showing Puzzle Pirates, like the one that's live, the window that you're using. And when you're ready, just start recording. Now, when you get done recording, it's going to automatically send it to that folder. Like I said, if you don't want to go and name them or anything, you can just come up here to File and hit Show Recordings. And it's going to come out as an MKV file. Now, if you're planning on sharing it in Discord or editing it in a certain video editing program, like Premiere Rush, Adobe, or Premiere Pro, you're going to want to convert it to an MP4. It's really simple. Just see, which one is it? It's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. So click on it, open it up, and if you have Windows 10, when you get done if you have Windows 10 like me, you're gonna have the Photos default app that Windows comes with. It's a pretty nice video editing program for just free like this, but it's not special. It doesn't have a bunch of tools in it or anything, but it gets the job done. So it'll open up in Windows and TV, like right here, Windows and TV for the MKV. Now, if you want to convert it to an MP4 so people can see the thumbnails, or you just want it to be an MP4 so it's easier to work with, just come down here to the Edit in Photos, little pencil looking icon when you have it open in Movies and TV, and then you want to hit Trim, and that's going to open it up in that's going to open it actually in Photos. So all you have to do to convert it to an MP4 from an MKV is simply trim off 1 second. So I don't even know if I have to do a whole second. No, I don't. Okay. You just have to do like a 1/10 of a second. So all you have to do is trim it just a tiny bit and save and copy. And it's gonna appear right next to your MKV file in the same folder. So if you look here, I have 2 of the same videos now. One says trimmed at the back. So that's gonna be the MP4. See how it's an MP4 now? And then this one's a MKV MP4. So now it's going to show the thumbnail. See how I can see it in my preview, but I can't see the MKV? Like that for pretty much any program like Discord or any social media like Facebook if you want to share it. So that's just good to know. Make sure it's an MP4 when you get done with it. If you plan on sending me a video, don't worry about it. Just send it as an MKV, whatever is easiest for you. It's not going to matter to me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, just message me on Discord. If you want to set up your mic or filters, and there's a lot of tutorials on YouTube. Or you can just, I can help you, no big deal. But yeah, hope this helped you, and thanks for watching.